Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions including ATL FM Cape Coast, Might FM Tamale and Inkligi FM in Bole. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, board of the IMF expected to approve Ghana's application for financial bailout today.
We look forward to hearing from them any moment from now. Ghana should have major benefits and some reliefs on our debt.
In business,
former Finance Minister Setekwe predicts tough IMF conditionalities that could tie the hands of the next government post-2024 elections before the release of funds. Details on the Joy Business Report.
Also, Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council lashes out at transport operators, describing as misplaced agitations over a proposed 10% fare reduction.
The argument is a bit misplaced. Tires and spare parts are not daily consumable because you buy one tire, it can last you for 2 years.
We'll hear from spare part dealers who describe as inaccurate claims cost of spare parts are soaring. Also, 22 out of the 50 suspected illegal miners on trial in the eastern region have absconded due to the bail regime. We'll hear from the Attorney General who is pushing for illegal mining to become a non-bailable offence.
Practice whereby bail is granted on very lenient terms, clearly unwarranted. Immediately the bail is granted, the perpetrators of the offence go back to illegal mining. The Supreme Court held that every offence is bailable. Yeah. I find that, with all respect, very much of a challenge.
I am Maame Esi Thompson. Please stay for details. Ghana expects the International Monetary Fund to approve a first loan tranche of $600 million today, paving way for disbursement within the week. Ghana is seeking a $3 billion bailout from the fund to resolve current economic challenges. IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva said Ghana's official creditors had provided the necessary financing assurances for the IMF Executive Board to look at signing off on the loan. Deputy Finance Minister John Kuma expects the conclusion of talks today.
We have the assurance from the IMF, especially the managing director, who has already stated that she will move with speed as soon as the financial assurances are granted. And we look forward to hearing from them any moment from now. And I strongly believe that based on our negotiations and our ability to convince China and within the framework that has been approved, Ghana should have major benefits and some reliefs on our debt.
Meanwhile, the IMF has scheduled a virtual press conference on Thursday to brief journalists on the outcome of an executive board meeting on Ghana's request for an extended credit facility arrangement. Away from that, the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council is lashing out at transport operators, describing as misplaced agitations over a proposed 10% fare reduction. The GPRTU and GRTCC, in a statement, announced a cut in public transport fares following a decrease in prices of petroleum products. Some commuters who spoke to Joy News here in Accra actually want the fares reduced further.
That 10% they have to do more than that. That 10%, we don't see anything of that 10%. That 10% didn't do anything. Now the economy is there. It's too hard.
Too small. At least 40% or 30%.
But the transport operators are unhappy with the discount, claiming spare parts prices continue to increase.
We are using engine oil, brake food, spare parts, ties, and other things. So if they say we should reduce it by 10%, they must make sure that those things which I mentioned too should go down by 10%.
We are going to lose totally. It came for first time that we should reduce fare. We reduce it to a certain level. We didn't hear anything about foodstuffs and many other things. Today you are telling us that there is another reduction, so reduce a lot of fare.
General Secretary for the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council, Emmanuel Oheneyeboah, said it will be insensitive on the part of transport operators to kick against the reduction when there have been a cumulative 40% reduction in fuel prices.
Ties and spare parts are not daily consumable because you buy one tie, it can last you for 2 years. You buy axle, it will last you to the very life of the vehicle. You don't buy engine every time. So those things are not considered at every increase or decrease of the transport fare.
Emmanuel Oheneyebwa is General Secretary for the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council. Now, following the devastating effects of illegal mining in Ghana, Attorney General and Minister of Justice Godfred Dame is pushing for such offences to become non-bailable. Mr. Dame, in an interview with Kojo Yankson, revealed that 22 out of 50 suspected illegal miners on trial in the Eastern region have absconded due to the application of the bail regime by some judges.
There's a need for greater expedition to the disposal of cases. Exactly. So the list of cases I have, about 50 cases pending in the Eastern region. I have about, say, 22 of them where accused persons have absconded. And that is really attributable to the grant of bail.
And that's Attorney General Godfred Dame. Now, some agitated staff of Georg Distilleries are demanding the immediate removal of their managing director, Maxwell Kofi Juma. According to them, his incompetence has led to a dip in their revenues. They're also accusing him of delaying payments of their salaries, SNIT benefits, and other entitlements, which they say is affecting their livelihoods. There's more in this report.
The workers, who appeared visibly unhappy about their conditions of service, gathered outside the premises of the company to register their displeasure. Their demand is for the payment of their salaries, SNIT benefits, provident fund, and other entitlements. Despite these demands, they also want the managing director of the company, Maxwell Kofi Juma, removed because of incompetence.
And we have a lot of concerns as to why we don't want him anymore. Some of the concerns are as follows: the lack of payment of salaries, the lack of payment of our PF, our SNIT, lack of raw materials to produce.
Meanwhile, management of Georg Distilleries has described the actions of the aggrieved staff as a sabotage of the MD of the company, Maxwell Kofi Juma.
Why did the people not stage demonstration when the IMC was in the seat? Why did they decide to stage upon the assumption of Honorable Maxwell Kofi Juma today? So what happened 3 weeks ago? That was different from today. He's been away for 2 months. Only 2 months. You know, his sickness was on and off. So with this, the past 2 months, that he saw that he need sick leave so that he can see to himself. And so he's been away for just 6 weeks or almost 2 months. I don't know. Believe me, I don't know. But if you will tell me if there is any element of sabotage, I would say yes. Because if indeed their grievances are genuine and they want to do it right, why did they wait till the assumption of MD today?
So where is the sabotage coming from?
Believe me, I will say it rightly and I will say it once again. The sabotage is coming from the IMC.
Nana Kwesi Edubofo is sales manager of Georg Distilleries. Now, Ghanaian high-life musician Kwejo Akwabwa has died. The popular high-life musician passed away at the Okomfo Anochi Teaching Hospital in Kumasi in the early hours of Tuesday. In a Facebook post, Akwabwa Jr., his son and fellow musician, shared a photo of his father with the caption, "R.I.P. Daddy." Richard Kojonyako has more.
Akwabwa Sr. was a talented keyboardist and often played with some of Ghana's great musicians. The late Akwabwa took inspiration from his father, popularly known as Master Kwabna Kwabwa, who was also a musician. Was also a member of the legendary Ghanaian high-life band, the Ohiniban Team Berima Band. Kwejo Akwabwa is known for his popular song Arechiche, which he recently remade with his son Akwabwa Jr. Of the song, which was accompanied by a beautifully recorded studio performance, caught the attention of many and enjoyed massive airplay. Prior to his death, he was reported to have been battling with glaucoma, which made him lose his sight, and even in such circumstances, he played live band shows, exhibiting his dexterity and versatility with a keyboard and his unique voice.
A great loss to the music industry and our condolences to his family. And that's all in this package. In our top story, Board of the IMF expected to approve Ghana's application for financial bailout today. I am Maame Esi Thompson. Business is up next on the Super Morning Show.